That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild. Strawberry ice, bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy Fine is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the roaring stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's Fine is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole, and as always, from your sports from a West Side point of view, right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from that ice cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
That's right. We have a great time each and every Sunday. We're down there for the tailgate and everything we did for the Bengals this year at Moorline Lager House. Make sure you guys get on down there and check it out. I did not do a show yesterday because yesterday was my anniversary. So this is the first show of the week I'm doing. So what's up? Welcome back. Happy New Year to everybody. And breaking news. If you guys have already heard about it, John Harbaugh has been fired in Baltimore. I don't know if that's surprising to people or not. I mean, I think the Steelers coach probably would have fired too if they would have lost, but it is what it is. We still got Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin. Woohoo! But we're here to talk Bearcat football today, baby. We got one of the best Bearcat football players. He was there through the good times, through the Luke Fickle years. We're going to have to deal with Satterfield. Anyway, we'll get into all that. He is my main man, Malik Vann. What's up, Malik? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you. Good to see you. I don't know about you, but I am a disheartened Bearcat right now because of the way the football season is going. I miss the days when you guys were playing and going to the championship games and the playoff games and all that stuff. I mean, just talk about your career at UC, the highs, the lows. What was your greatest memories from playing for the Bearcats?
So, background, graduated from Fairfield High School, went to UC, early enrolled for that season. First season went 11-2.
Yep.
11-2, I think. Next season we go 11-3. Next season 9-1. Next season 14-1. And then I missed the 22 season. Came back for that 23 season, and we went 3-9, 4-8 that season.
Yeah, that was Satterfield's first year, wasn't it?
It was. Yep.
Yeah. That's when our bubble burst, I think. Fortunately for me. What was it like playing for Luke? I want to know that. How was it? How much fun or what was it like playing for Luke?
It was intense. It was tough. It was always just like a competition breeds greatness type of deal.
Right.
It was always from a place of we're going to get the best out of you, no matter how I have to do it. So it was it was different. Some of the workouts we had to do with Coach Brady and the guys, like those were some of the craziest workouts I've ever been a part of. definitely served its purpose though. Like we
Right.
won a whole lot of games and lost
Yes.
very few games. So
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
as much as some days we were going in there sore hurting, shit, you look up, oh, we're 10-0. Oh shit, we're in the championship game. Oh shit, we're
Ah,
playing Bama.
yeah.
So
What? Tell me about that. What was that like playing Bama? I mean, down there in Dallas in the Cotton Bowl and being in the the Final Four. I mean, what was that like?
So when we got announced to the Final Four, obviously, like it was like a good moment for us, like as a program
Mhm.
staple for Group of Five schools, first G5 school to do it. Obviously, ended up taking a L. What was it, like 21-6 or something like that? 20,
Mhm.
yeah, 24-6.
Yeah.
It was just a fun experience to be down there. Obviously, like we play Alabama, like we play any other team. Like we feel like we can play with anybody. With the group of guys we had that year,
Oh
we can
yeah.
play with
Oh
anybody in
yeah.
the nation.
Absolutely.
Um, it was honestly cool to play in the Cowboy Stadium just
Oh, I
because
bet.
it's
That
A&T
dude.
Stadium, Jerry's World, seeing 100,000 plus, like that
That
was honestly
that's.
the best part.
I've been down there once. I've never been inside the stadium. I was on the outside. That's one of the biggest damn stadiums I've ever seen in my life. It is freaking huge.
Oh my God, that stadium is huge. When we played in Atlanta, that stadium's huge.
Mhm.
Well, the outside of it is huge, and then the inside of it was like 65,000 or something.
Right. Right.
I wish I got to see that fully packed out if we had played the full season, but that was the COVID year.
Right. Right. That was the Peach Bowl right against Georgia.
Mhm.
That's the one, man. I remember I was on here talking all kinds of smack to Georgia fans and everything. I was like, I said, all right, you guys think you're just gonna roll us over? I'm like, all right, we'll see. Nobody believed me. I said, we got some players. I said, we're gonna play with you guys. And daggone, you guys almost pulled that one out. That was a fun game to watch.
So like in the beginning of the game, but like, before the game even starts, so like specialists go out and warm up and everything. We're just like we're warming up, we're like talking, like getting locked in for the game, and we're just like watching the kid warm up, and he's missing from 40, like
Right.
missing,
Yes.
like hooking kicks. We're like, oh, all right, like got to just make him be uncomfortable, like keep him a far distance away so he doesn't feel comfortable like kicking these kicks. Then out of nowhere, kicks a bomb and
Yeah.
we lose the game, and we're like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness. Just watching the ball go through the net, then they storm the field. I was like sick. Like it was
Oh, dude, I
such
could.
stress.
I was. I'm like, I'm sitting. I'm watching I'm watching that kick go through. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I'm like, ah. I was like, and I told everybody on the show, all the Georgia fans, I said I will go live. So I was at my parents' house watching, so I had to go live on my phone. It's like, all right, so y'all can talk shit if you want, but you got you. I'm not gonna say you got lucky. You made a kick. You made a hell of a kick, but we gave you a game, and they came on the game, gave us our props. And everything like, yeah, you guys did good. And I was like, we did better than you thought we would. They're like, yeah, you're like, yeah. So it's like, it's like all those days, all those games, all those fun memories. Like, well, just you ever get to hang out? You still keep in touch with any of your teammates like Sauce or Kobe or any of these guys that are in the NFL or anybody in general?
So I do talk to some of them. I don't talk to them like as much as obviously we used to, like being on the same team or anything. Like it's just more of like a check-in text or something like that. But I mean, the people I still talk to the most are like Briggs. I saw Kobe at the game, not or toward the end of the season. I think it was homecoming. And he'll play the game with us sometimes. Haven't talked to I haven't talked to Ahmad in a little bit, but other than like check-in texts, because obviously they're busy living their lives. So
Well, he's closer now. He's in Indy now too, so he's a little
mhm.
closer.
I talked to AP a little bit,
Okay.
and he just hit another 1,000-yard season on 47 catches or something crazy
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
dude. Alex, I wanted the Bengals to draft him so bad. I'm like, I'm telling you, he's going to be a good wide receiver. And I don't know what it is. Like, actually, that's a good question. How many times did you ever see a Bengals scout at any of your practices? I mean, it's literally, I don't know, 5 miles, I think, from Paycor to Clifton, give or take some there. And like, oh, what's up with them? Like, not check out the Bearcats. I mean, do you ever see them at your practices or anything, or did you?
Um, if I'm being honest, not too many that I remember were there. But I mean, again, with the guys that we had, pretty sure they were there on the sideline at some point.
They had to be. They'd have to be. I'm just like, it's just for some reason, like there's been so many Bearcats, especially over the last couple of years with when we had Luke and we are getting a lot of guys going to the NFL. And we don't draft them. I'm like, why the hell? Well, we draft them. I don't know. We'll draft. Ohio State players, Michigan players, but just haven't got any Bearcats. I'm like, we need some more Bearcats on the Bengals,
Who was
man.
the last drafted one? Huber?
I think so. Honestly, for the Bengals, yeah. I'm sure somebody
Oh.
in the chat will tell me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the last one that I can remember. Because I mean, I know Cooks. He's did you play with, Devin Cook? No, wait, isn't that Devin Cook? He's safety for the Saints. You played with him, right? Brandon Cook
Devin
or Brandon Cook? Am I saying his name wrong? His
Brian
last name?
Cook
Brian Cook. Yes,
with
that's
the
it.
Chiefs.
Yes.
Yes, I played with B Cook. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you did. I know he's a free agent this year, so maybe the Bengals will sign him. We need a safety. We'll see what happens.
That wouldn't be that bad of an idea, honestly.
No. So what was if you don't like I said, we don't have to go into this too much if you don't want to. What was the difference between Luke and Sack? You don't got to play for 1 year with Sack. What was the difference there? Like I say, you say whatever you want to say. Don't want to say whatever. It's up to you, man.
I mean, the difference is just like, how do I say it? Like, in how it was ran, essentially. Like, obviously, under Coach Fick, it was like, I don't want to say Iron Fist, but that's damn near what it was. It was like Iron Fist. And we won a
Right.
lot of games behind it. So, like,
Right.
when he came in, it was more like, how to
Country
pro-ish,
club.
pro-ish, and like, well,
Okay.
we're kind of gonna like let you do what you do. Like practice was on a set schedule, like we're in and we're out. Versus like Coach Vic, we could be in team and it's scheduled for like 3 reps of 5 plays.
Mm-hmm.
But if he like likes to see the work that is being produced on the field, oh, that ball is gonna keep rolling. Like we're not gonna stop this.
So you get it right. Yep.
Like now you have like AP and Ahmad getting into it on the sideline, which is trying to like create the competition, like get you to that point and pull you back.
Right.
Now you have the O and D line like pushing each other or getting after it with the tight ends, running backs and linebackers starting to get chippy on like blitz pickup or something like that, or Mike Warren or Charles McClellan or somebody like roam forward to make a move on a linebacker. Now they're talking crazy. Like it's just we had so many dudes to
Right.
where like, we didn't even care about like the time limit.
Right.
Honestly,
Yeah.
we were out there. My first ever practice on campus was like 3 hours and 17 minutes or something crazy like that. Like
Wow.
first day of football for me at the University of Cincinnati, lacing them up 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Wow. Now
It was
that's
a long
that's
day.
good done. That would be a long day. What was like going to Camp Higher Ground? I know that I've heard their food out there is delicious. I hear that over and over and over again. But what's it like just going out there and getting the season started out at Camp Higher Ground?
It's different. So again, was there for a long time. My first year, we were out there for like 24 days or something like that, 25
Wow.
days. Because where the new indoor is at, that field was getting redone. So we went out
Right.
early.
Right.
So me being me, never knew anything about high ground, honestly, other than she goes there. Some of the
Right.
other guys can talk to you about it, but you just have to experience it. That was just like one of the most growing up moments I have ever had in my life. Like this
Really?
is pure football work all day, all night, 7 to 10 at night.
Ooh.
Like it was an experience, but the food definitely the best part. 100% recommend. Everything else that came with it was also pretty fun, but the food was
Yeah, I've
the
heard the
food
food
was
is
perfect.
delicious. I've heard everybody raves about the food. What was I don't know? What was some of the cool? I know you guys worked your butts off there. What was some of the fun things you got to do? I did see some videos of Luke. I think getting dunked in the you dunked him in a dunk tank or dunked water in him or some of that. What was some of the fun stuff you guys got to do there at Camp Higher Ground?
So at the end of camp, we always like threw him into the ice tub, and all of our position coaches, and usually his birthday fell at some point in camp.
Yeah.
So we always did something for that, dunking him in the ice tub, water balloons, something. It doesn't matter what it was. Then we brought out like a snow cone machine, ice cream truck, catering food for everybody. After a night practice, our night practices got really crazy, honestly, because it's just our first time under the lights. It's us
Right.
versus y'all, and we were like live for some of those periods, and it got like that really fast.
It
Like
sounded like
really fast.
Luke sounded like Luke was a very, very intense coach, but would you say he's also a fair coach along with being intense and getting your work done?
Yeah, he's definitely fair when it comes to it, but like he just wants to see the work being done and being done at a high level.
Mhm.
So like a lot of some people didn't like it as much, but I mean, as I got older, it was like I don't really mind it anymore. Like it is what it is. I see what's happening. I can't get mad about the results we're getting. So
Right. When you're winning, winning cures all. That is one thing for sure. I mean, you're going to bowl games and going to the championship games, going to the Final Four. Yeah, that cures a lot of stuff there. What are some
mm,
like? Who was some of your funniest teammates you ever had on your team? Guys,
funniest teammates.
yeah, guys you cut up with. If you got like played jokes on each other or anything like that,
So my entire D line room was we all had different personalities, but they just meshed so well. But we
right?
were all so different. Like
Okay.
me, my J, Curtis Brooks, Elijah Ponder, Michael Pitts, Nick Statterman, Marcus Brown, Jabari Taylor. So just like everybody was just from a different part. And then when we got into the room, it just kind of became like a whole roast session half the time.
Do you have a
And
lot of your
then
mama jokes, or you guys too young for that stuff?
not really those. It's just stuff that happened throughout the year or
Right,
something that
right.
happened at practice or something like
Mhm.
that. Or if we go out and about doing stuff and just like my group of guys was really like just hilarious, just naturally funny. Them, the running backs, Dez had a bunch of like black crazy theories, conspiracies that he used to love to talk about. Corners, they you know how DBs are. They don't turn it off. They don't
I
stop
don't think they
talking.
can. Yeah, I don't think they can turn it off. Kind of like wide receivers too, right? They like to talk too.
Yeah, yeah. But I would say us and the running backs, honestly, like we probably
Yeah.
had the most like just joking people on the team.
So what was the team you loved facing, and who's the team you hated or you least liked facing in your career?
Oh my God. Playing against that Memphis team in 19.
Oh God.
We
Uh,
lost back to back to this team, right? Same
yes, I
time,
remember.
same everything.
Yep.
That probably was the most annoying offense. Who was the coach? Norvell?
Yes, he's in Florida State now. He's coaching
That
Florida State
was
now.
the
Yeah.
most annoying offense, and he had all the horses to just run it how he wanted to, and it was just
Mhm.
like, brother, like we don't have to deal with Kenneth Gainwell. Now we have Antonio Gibson. Now we have to deal with Coxie. Now we have to deal with Brady White, who's actually probably one of the better quarterbacks I played in college. He's probably
Y-
top three.
Yeah.
Um, then they ended up having a right tackle that got drafted, and I think he plays for the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Their center was really good, and then their left tackle was really good. But they just had the horses to run the offense how he envisioned it, and it
Mhm.
was just come like the athletes were in abundance for that team.
Right.
Like it was
Yeah, I remember
nutty.
that 19. That 19 season, losing back to back games to Memphis sucked. I was just like, I can't believe we lost both of them. I'm like, really? Were you on the team in UCLA when Luke? I think Luke got his first win. You're out. Now that talk to me about that game, because to me, that game as a fan set the tone for what Luke, eventually what eventually became, going to the Final Four. That was a huge, I think, stepping stone moment for the program and for Luke as his coaching career started at UC.
So that was actually my first collegiate game.
Okay.
So we got there in 2017, and then they played that first season out of 4-8, I think was the record. And
Yeah.
then that next year we went 10 and or 11-2. But that game, after we got done playing against UCLA, the new Chip Kelly, all the hype that they had out
Hmm,
there,
hmm, hmm.
and essentially deaded it in its tracks. Like we're like, oh,
Hmm.
we can go out here and like play and compete. And
Right.
then we had we were the youngest team in America at that point. Like we had like 60 something freshmen and sophomores, redshirt freshmen. And
Des was a
after
freshman. He was a freshman quarterback, wasn't he? Because he came in that game, if I remember right. Des came in that
that
game.
Des was a redshirt freshman. He's a year older than me.
Okay. Okay. But
Yeah.
did he start that game?
No, he never started.
Yeah. Then Des came in. Yeah. Okay. That's
Mhm.
what I thought. But yeah, that was the game for me that set. It's like, all right, we're on to something here.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, our like D line and our defense is really good, and then having Mike Warren on the other side of the ball, who
Mhm.
just kind of give him the ball, he does his thing.
Yeah.
Like that fourth and one where he scored instead of like taking the points or whatever, like
Mhm.
that was us to a core. Like we're going to go for it. You know what play is coming. Are you going to stop it?
Right. And you can't stop it.
Correct.
You can't stop
Nobody
it.
really had the answer for it. So
Exactly. Exactly. All right, I got
but
a couple questions here.
it was a
Or
turning point in our program for sure though. Like that's what like a night in Pasadena just kind of changed the landscape of it all.
it did. It totally did. Because first year with Luke, I'm like, I don't know. Or, I don't know if we got something here or not. But that game, I'm like, all right, yeah, I can see something here. I can see this happening. We got a question here from Paul. I don't know how much you're paying attention to the team now, but he says, Brendan Sorsby, we're talking about this off air, is going to go to Texas Tech. So where do you see the UC quarterback position going? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how much you're in the know of the team right now. Well, I think we're in trouble, but that's just my opinion
I
about
mean,
it.
as far as recruiting, honestly, I don't pay attention overly to that too much anymore. Because obviously, I still have my young guys in the room, like the Dante Robb, Jalen Hunt. I knew Micah before he had came over from Eastern. Um, Isaiah Rogers, some of those guys. Like I knew the kids in the D line room because I obviously play D line. Like I'll still go over there and
Mhm.
go see him, hang out with them or whatever. But yeah, as far as that, I don't know because
Yeah,
didn't Licky graduate? Licky's done.
yeah, he's done. He was a fifth year senior this year. That was his last game, and then they got the other freshman
Samaj
quarterback. I can't remember his name. He played a little bit in the Navy bowl game too.
Jones.
Yeah, and they
I didn't even watch that game. I watched like maybe
I,
three plays, and I just
I
like seemed about my
I
day.
I made it till halftime, and then I had to do my show, so so I don't know if I wanted to watch the whole thing. It was, I mean, it was frustrating. There was a lot of guys on that team that didn't play. Either they're
Yeah,
in the transfer portal or they graduated or whatever. So I hope we get this thing straightened out, but I will see. I do
I
want to
think.
talk. Go back. I want to go back to your injury
Yeah.
and and coming back from that. You know what did that teach you? Because sometimes when you lose the amount of time that you lost and the work you did to come back, like just what did you learn from that injury?
Honestly, it taught me like not everything's gonna be perfect. Like you're gonna have setbacks in this football stuff. Like you're never just gonna have a clean, smooth sail. Because if everybody did, there'd be a lot more Hall of Famers. So
That's true.
I mean, it was never gonna be perfect. It was never gonna be straight and narrow. Like, and up until I got hurt, I had played in every game since being on campus,
Oh
every single
wow.
game,
Yeah.
all 30 something to that point. Um, but yeah, I got hurt in 2021, messed up my ankle like week 7 or week 8 versus Navy. I tried to come back and play the next week on it versus Tulane, and that gave me like false confidence because I played really well.
Right.
And then the
Right.
next week we played Tulsa, maybe, and I'm like, I can't move. Like I can't.
That's
So
not
like
good.
the whole rest of the season, I'm still practicing. I'm in a boot all day, then wrap it up for practice. Like I hindsight should have probably just vouched to sit down for a little bit because I
Right.
couldn't move. It's like I'm not helping anybody being
Oh,
out there.
how hard is because I mean I know that for Bengals fans here, when Joe Burrow injured his toe, got the turf toe and had surgery and everybody, and the season wasn't going so good. Everybody said, just Joe should just sit. I'm like these guys are professional college, professional athletes, college athletes. I mean, you guys are athletes. Your mental thing is to play football. How you can't just turn that stuff off and on. How hard is it to do that? Like if you can play, you want to play, right? Oh, you're on mute. There you go. Now you're back.
I mean, honestly, it just came from having like a warrior.
Hey, what up, man?
How you doing?
Good, bro. How are you?
Doing good. I'm at the gym working out. I just saw one of our old GAs.
Hey, it's busy as hell.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck.
Um, but as far as like it, you have a warrior mentality playing this game,
Yeah.
and honestly, it gets you. Am I allowed to cuss on here? Am I
Yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Say whatever you
It
want.
gets you fucked over more times than not because when you try to play through some shit you know you cannot or you should not, it hurts you more.
Right,
But I mean, at that moment, I knew I was of no help to the team around me because, like, literally, like, I'm practicing all week. I can barely move. I look like shit. I know I look like shit. They know I look like shit. I'm not helping us right now. Like,
right.
versus Tulsa, I played 0 snaps versus Houston in the championship game. I played like 7. Like, I like that Tulane game gave it false confidence because I played
Right,
like the whole game.
right, right. But like I said, it's hard to turn that stuff off there sometimes. And you're, like I say, your football players are mentally ingrained to if you can play, play. But
Yeah, to not be soft and all that. And obviously, my head coach, he tore his back and
mhm.
still played on it. And I'm like, mm, my ankle's not shit right now. You're not trying to hear that shit.
Well, Chris says we love the curse words. We want it clean. Go GP to ESPN. So there you go. All
Yeah,
right.
what
Well,
the
I know.
hell? My bad.
Well, Malik, I know you're at the gym. You want to go work out and stuff. I appreciate you for coming on, man. It was great meeting you the other night. We just happened to run into each other, and I saw this big dude with this big chain. I'm going, you look familiar. Did you play football? You're like, yeah. So it was awesome meeting you, man.
I didn't answer your question from earlier. Another team that was really annoying to play was
Okay,
Tulsa.
yeah. Okay.
Tulsa
Yes.
was
I
just
hated them.
annoying because it was like they were us, but worse. So
Yeah.
like the talent for them wasn't there, but they knew how to get us off of our game enough to where it would be a problem. Because
Uh-huh.
they're like the only team to fully like top to bottom get everybody like out of character on the field.
And that was the team you had to beat in the last game, I think, to stay undefeated. Wasn't that Tulsa to go to the playoffs? Because
It
wasn't that when
was
was it Tulsa?
game
Or
day. It was
yeah,
game day.
his game day was here. Yeah. And oh, dude, Tulsa was annoying. That was that was another one of those games. I'm like, why are they hanging around with us? It's just like,
They play really hard. Like whoever their
yeah,
coach was to that point, like give them credit. Like that team played really hard. But when like the talent met the talent, it was like they should not still be in this game with us. And it
right.
was just the most frustrating and annoying thing. But then we ended up stopping them like
And
8 times on the goal line.
yes, yes,
Their
I remember that.
quarterback
Yep.
slid and didn't just walk into the end zone. I'm like,
Thank God.
we were like on the sideline, like, brother, if you walk into the end zone, this game is over. Like
Right.
we would have had 22 seconds to move the ball,
Mhm.
whatever yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Thank God he did that. That was a very because I'm sitting there, I'll get all nervous down there watching the game. Like, oh my God, we're gonna lose this freaking game, blow everything here. It's like, and then he slid and you guys stopped. I'm like, thank God.
He slid. We stopped him on the 1.
Yeah,
We get the ball back. Dez fumbles,
that's right.
and
That's right.
then Jabari Taylor knocks the ball out of the running back's hands, recovers in the end zone. That's the ball game.
Yes. Yes, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh my, it was more stressful than I thought.
Oh yeah, it was.
uh,
Ooh.
but
And then
those
a good team to play was UCF. That kind of developed into a rivalry because
it
they were really
was.
good and we were emerging to be good. Mackenzie Milton was probably like top 2 quarterbacks I played because he just made that UCF team go.
Well,
Like
you
he
see,
was.
when we first got in the AAC, they were the team to beat, and then we had to strive to beat them, and then it was kind of vice versa. Then they strived to beat us. But yeah, that was a good rivalry with UCF.
They were always a good matchup. They had the best away atmosphere by far and away of any team in the American other
The
than
bounce
us.
house.
That
Yeah.
2018 game,
Uh-huh.
you like walk out the tunnel, I'm like, yo, this is like really like rocking, like it's moving in here, like, and got 38 bowled on national TV or something.
Yeah, it was rough. That was another game day game. That was down there, if I remember right.
It
It was down
was.
there. Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome. I loved the years you played there. I mean, it was one of the fondest memories I had. I mean, before that was going to the Orange Bowl and the Sugar Bowl, and then you guys came along, and I hope to God the Bearcats will get it together. But like I told you, I'm a big Sat fan, so we'll see what happens. But
I mean, I think
Malik,
they will. Like,
I hope so.
I hold a confidence just in my alma mater. Like, I'll still
I hope
like
so. Hey, I'm
My
here for it,
team's
brother.
better than yours. Da, 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 da.
Exactly.
Like even
Exactly.
against some of the guys that I played against in college, or like I knew just growing up high school and the college that were going major D1. Like even us when we beat Notre Dame, like I knew some of the Notre Dame kids.
Oh,
Like
okay, that's a great story. Talk about that one. That was awesome because I tell you what because I live in a cul-de-sac here. It's a dead end. So after that win, after we beat Notre Dame, I got a UC flag outside my house. I took that thing out the ground and ran around the freaking cul-de-sac. I was like, oh, you see, I got a video and everything, dude. I'm like, I was so freaking fired. There was more red in that stadium than there was any Irish or whatever the hell color the blue gold. Bearcat Nation showed up for that game.
so they were all packed into the end zone. And somewhere in the third quarter, into the third, beginning of the fourth, they just started chanting "Let's go UC" or "Let's go Bearcats" or something.
Yeah, yeah,
But it like filled the entire stadium, and we're like we all kind of like turned around and like looked, and we're like, "Oh, that's like that's them! Like they're
uh
yelling right now,"
huh,
and you couldn't even hear a Notre Dame fan. And then
yeah.
at like towards the end of the game, I had got that sack. It was the second to last play of the game. I ended up breaking my finger, which is why I wasn't in on the next play because I broke my finger. Like both of them just kind of just hanging out of place, and I like noticed it, and I'm like, "This is
Uh,
crazy."
that's
Aaron
not
popped
supposed to
this
be like
back
that.
in. Oh, yeah, it's still broken, brother.
Oh man,
It's still cooked. Um,
did
but yeah,
they
like
didn't fix it?
no, they did, but I kept playing on it, so it just kind of
Oh,
naturally just got
yep,
more messed up.
yep.
But that game, it definitely started off slow for us, but then once it picked up, and then um winning that game was one of those moments again in the program. You're like, we can be really good. Like this team
Hmm.
is special.
Yep.
And honestly, that's before being a Bearcat. That's where I was gonna go to school.
Oh, really? Notre Dame. Okay. So
Hmm.
that's good. What made you pick UC?
It took my offer.
Plain and simple. There you go.
Yeah, it was. They took my offer, and I'm like, that's crazy. And then they were changing schemes or something, and then they offered another DB kid. Um, I don't even remember the kid's name, but they offered him. I don't even think he ended up going to Notre Dame for a year. Like,
Oh
if I'm
wow.
being honest. And after the game, or after my sack, actually, we started to yap a little bit. I started to chirp a little bit.
Well, you have to after that. You got a sack. Notre Dame. Come on.
Yeah, it was in like the end of the second quarter. I started just yapping just a little bit toward that sideline. Third quarter hit, started going a little bit more toward that sideline, and then like my teammates were looking at me like, "You've never done this before," like because I'm usually the level-headed, keep everybody calm on, but that game it was just like one of the things where it was like, "Yeah, leave him alone. He's this is
He's a
never."
Yeah, he's another world, man. This is fun.
Yeah,
That dude, that like I said, that was awesome. I loved. There's so many games that year I loved. It was so much fun, and it just think about it now. I mean, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I mean, we're talking.
5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I like really. I'm like, how did it go by so fast already? I'm like,
Indiana was fun. It was just hot outside.
dude, Indiana. So I don't know if you know this, right? I saw on I don't know, it's Twitter, Facebook, or something. Those Indiana fans were pretty mean to some of the Bearcat tailgates. I saw some Indiana fans run over and just dump over a Bearcat tailgate table for no reason whatsoever. I'm like, this is
Oh,
what Indiana
it
was a
got
shit.
worse in the stadium. It got way worse in the stadium
Really?
because it was like a 3:30 kickoff. A lot of people were drunk out in that country, Indiana country,
Yeah.
and it got real bad. Like fans were moved from behind us. Like
Oh, really?
it
Wow.
got bad.
Well, now they might win the whole damn thing. I guess they got a pretty good team right now.
That 38-3 score. Looking at it when I turn on the TV versus Alabama, I'm like, is this like real?
Right. Yeah.
Like
Indiana.
Alabama losing 38-3 to Indiana.
Yeah.
But I
That's
mean, he's got them boys rolling. Kurt Signetti is a heck of a coach.
Yes, and this is what happens with. I mean, now you got the transfer portal, well, NILs, what's going on when you were there, but it's a little more. fluid now. I mean, you get the right coach and the right money behind you, you can turn the program around. I mean, look at Indiana. That's what they've done. I mean, literally, they crushed Alabama, which 5 years ago we would have laughed at that. Like, yeah, right. There's no way Indiana's going to beat freaking
Rush
Alabama.
Alabama, beat O State, go undefeated.
Exactly, crazy. They might win this whole thing. I
think they do.
I believe it now. I wasn't so sure before, but I believe they could win this whole damn thing.
Like, I think Indiana beats Oregon, and I think who's the other side? Miami and Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss.
I think if Ole Miss wins, that'll be a better matchup than Miami.
How crazy would it be if Ole Miss gets there with losing their head coach? I mean, to me, that's just insane of what that coaching staff is doing, because most of those coaches are leaving, and when the season's over, going to LSU. So they're going to LSU, recruiting everything, and then coming back and getting ready for a game plan for Ole Miss. I mean, I can't even imagine how you even juggle that and get the guys ready to play.
I mean, in his defense, he did try to coach him, so I give him that. Like, he did offer to coach the team through the playoff, and they just said no.
Right.
So, I mean, and I feel like Ole Miss is just on a kind of a destiny crash course with Indiana.
Yeah.
To where it's like, whose story is going to end better.
Right.
So, I mean, I'd rather just see them two hash it out, and I think Indiana does get the best of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping just for that fact right there, Indiana and Ole Miss. I think that'd be cool. Neither one of them have ever won a national championship that I'm aware of. I don't think Ole Miss has. I know Indiana hasn't. Well, I think maybe Ole Miss did back in the '60s. They might have done it then with
Good old days.
Yeah, but it's been forever. So I think that'd be cool to watch one of those teams win it.
And they get their quarterback for next year. Trinidad's coming back.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. This is where I'm at. Now, this is where it's different. Like, before the NIL money, I would say, like, dude, you're on a high note right now. You might want to jump to the NFL to get that money. But he might be able to make more money in college now.
You'll make more money as Brendan Sorsby than you will a rookie.
Dude, Brendan Sorsby is going to make more money than Ellie De La Cruz. He's a professional baseball player for the Cincinnati Reds.
Up until next year when his contract is up?
Yeah. Next year you have to have
$800 million.
Oh, he might be the first $1 billion player. Who knows, man? It's
Showy should be a $1 billion player, honestly.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, Malik. Well, you said 30 minutes. You've been on for 37 minutes. I appreciate you coming on, dude. I really do. This has been fun.
Yeah, I was actually waiting on my homeboy to pull up so we could start lifting, and I honestly think this is his car. That's crazy timing.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm happy to do it. No problem at all.
Well, maybe I'll run into you at the brewery again sometime.
That's a little far from the house. I don't know about that one.
Dude,
that was all the way out.
That's on the east side, man. I'm on the west side. That was 40 minutes for me, brother.
Man, I put it in my GPS. It said 39. I almost didn't go.
Well, I'm glad you did, man. It was cool. It was cool meeting you.
For sure.
All right, Blake. You have a good night. I'll talk to you later, brother.
Yes, sir.
See you. Thanks. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that much as I did. I just happened to run into Malik Vann over at the brewery on the east side of town the other night and see if he wanted to come on. I thought it was kind of cool. Got to interview one of the football players got to go through one of the greatest stretches of University of Cincinnati football program history. So I thought it was pretty cool. Yes, Jim Harbaugh was fired. What else we got going on here? Let me ask my thoughts on that. I am not, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm not surprised. And I'll tell you this. I know people keep been asking me since yesterday about my thoughts on Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin. I did a little video on it earlier today. I told you guys I didn't think Zach or Duke were leaving. My only caveat to this is I do think it's interesting that Duke Tobin is going to talk to the media Friday, because we usually don't hear from him until the combine. So I do find it interesting that they're allowing or making Duke talk to the media Friday. I'm curious what he's going to say, because what I've said in the past on here is I've seen this front office with this coaching staff get the offseason right. We needed a lot of defensive players in was it 20 going from the 2020 season to the 2021 season. And they went out and signed a ton of defensive players. Now I know people come out to Ted, well, that's because the salary cap didn't go up that much and they had more money because of COVID, yada yada. The salary cap goes up every year. They've got the money. And to me, this is the biggest offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, every year you don't make the playoffs and you have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. It's going to be the biggest offseason. And I'm kind of I was listening to Paul Danner Jr. and Mo Egger today. And I'm kind of with Paul I didn't get to read the article, but I got the gist of what his article was. Where I know everyone wants to blow it up and get rid of Duke, get rid of Zach, and get all new coaching staff and GM and everything in here. The thing is, this, unfortunately, this organization is run so differently than any other NFL organization that I think these two can work through these parameters and get this team where it needs to be a Super Bowl contending team. How crazy that sounds, but I mean, because even if you bring a new coach in and a new GM, you still have Mike Brown, you still have the Brown family running this team. That part's not going to change. So you need guys who know what they can't do, what they have, how much harder they have to work, what they have to do. Then other guys that come in like, well, it should be this, and the Bengals aren't going to do this. They don't do it that way. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's just the way it is. And this is where I ever keep asking, you got to be upset that Zach's still here. You got to be upset that Duke's still here. I'm really not. I've seen them fix this, and it can be fixed in this offseason. There are free agent safeties. There are free agent linebackers. This draft is full of safeties and linebackers. Interior defensive line, there's like one guy, Peter Woods. That's why I kind of put a video out about him. They can fix this in one offseason. I'm not saying fix it where it's a all-pro defense. If we're in the top 20, if we're an okay defense, just get some stars on the defensive side of the ball. Guys who are going to make plays when you need stops. Like how many times the last 2 years the Bengals defense needs a stop and they can't get one? You're going to have talent. And I've said this for the last 2 years. They don't have enough talent on the defensive side of the ball. I do think Al Golden accomplished, for the most part, what he was supposed to accomplish this year, to develop guys on that side of the ball. And he did, because last year, I've said this before, I didn't know anything about Miles Murphy. I wasn't sure about Joseph Ossai. Forgot about DJ Turner. Wasn't sure about Dax Hill. I thought we had something in Jordan Battle. Now, yeah, those are all building block guys that, okay, we can start from here. We still need, is it good enough? No, not at all. But you at least have building blocks on that defense. And you can see what positions really need to be fixed instead of like everything last year. So I do feel sounds crazy to say this, but they're almost I think they're in a better spot this year than they were last year. And they won more games last year, which is crazy. But as far as the defense goes, we found out what we had with these first round, second round talents that we didn't find out or didn't know last year. So I think this offseason can be fixed. Let's see here, Chris. Katie's making decisions. Her act is still like Mike, weird and wrong. And we see Joe drags to the playoffs, wins. Zach wins nothing without Joe. I can't argue with that. I mean, I think there's lots of coaches that wouldn't win anything without Joe. Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in football. I mean, so you could say that's the Zach Taylor thing, or Andy Reid didn't win a Super Bowl until he got Patrick Mahomes. He went to the AFC Championship game and lost. Well, Zach's went to 2 AFC Championship games and lost with Joe Burrow. So, I mean, you got to have talent. And I love that thing. Like, oh, he doesn't win without Joe Burrow. Well, no shit. He's Joe Burrow. I mean, how many coaches are going to take Joe Burrow out of it? Oh, we'll be fine. Not many. So I love you. I don't get that. I don't get that analogy because I'm like, yeah, duh. Of course he's not going to win. He's not going to be good without Joe Burrow. Let's see here, Paul. Will Caleb Downs be available in the top 10 pick? It's going to be so close because he's a safety. They don't draft safeties that high. I don't think he's going to be there, but we'll see. He is a safety, so there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Like, there's a chance. I don't know if it's a very good one, but there's a chance. Like I said, if he's not there, Peter Wood, I really like him for interior 3 tech. Gets pushed up the middle because we can draft a good safety in the second round, and I want to sign one. Like I said, I want to sign the safety from the former Bearcat Cook from the Chiefs. You can sign him. There's a linebacker from the Chiefs taking sign. There's linebackers out there that they could sign. Ruben Jr. Michael Madden. I don't think he's gonna be there at 10. If he's there, I'm taking him. I'm taking him if he's there. And I got a question: you just take him or you take Caleb Downs first? I would probably take Caleb Downs over him because we are so bad at safety. That's an interesting discussion there. But I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it because I don't think he's gonna be there. Chris, comparing them is wrong. Andy is a Hall of Famer. Zach is not. Andy Reid's a Hall of Famer because he has Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. So yes, you're correct. I don't know if Andy Reid's a Hall of Famer before he had Patrick Mahomes, but yes, now he has Patrick Mahomes and he's won a couple Super Bowls. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. You're right. My comparisons go back to Philadelphia when he had Donovan McNabb. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer coach then. You got to have talent. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I always go back to this. Bill Belichick didn't want shit after Tom Brady left. You got to have talent. And I mean, you got to have talent on the defense side of the ball too. You have to have talent in this league to win. Bar none. You can have the greatest coach in the world. If you don't have talent, doesn't mean anything. Anyway, with that, I think I'm going to get the heck on out of here. I'm so glad you guys joined me. I'll be back on tomorrow live from the ice game.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and more. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and more. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
And thanks, Paul. I enjoyed my anniversary yesterday. I've been married to my beautiful wife for 29 years. Can't believe she's put up with me for that long. But thanks to Mrs. Ice. But thank you for watching too. I'm live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch. You can follow me on all those, on Threads and TikTok. Check out my Substack there. I write some articles on there from time to time. Also, I'll be putting a sign off later on tonight. Put it on the podcast. Check it out. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor. Listen to it, rate it, like it, review it, leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Tomorrow, I'm trying to see if I can get Cap on the show tomorrow. We didn't get to do our Monday show. I hope we get him on either tomorrow or Thursday. I will be going on vacation next week, so I might not be doing any shows next week. I know I've been hit or miss a lot here lately through the holidays and everything. Now I'm going on vacation, so I promise to get back to 5 days a week here when I get back from my vacation. Other than that, you guys remember one thing and one thing only. As always, that's Who Day for life. And everybody throw it up. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Another great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.